My Umi said, wear a dress for the world. Wear a dress for the world to see. I wanna wear dress free, dress free, dress free. I wanna wear a dress free. That's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me. Come on. Come on. We joke on Little Nas X. We joke on all of these people that wear dresses that's feminine. Let's joke on Mos Def. Let's joke on Zesty Def. And for those that don't know, what I'm talking about, Mos Def is wearing a skirt. That plain and simple. If you don't believe me, go to his Instagram page, Yasin Bey, YASMINBEY. He still has it up there. Of course, he cut off the comments. Yeah. It was all good just a week ago. You know what I'm saying? The backpackers, the purists of the purists of hip-hoppers, had Mos Def back. When it boiled down to Mos Def saying, Drake is not hip-hop. He's more like hip-hop. His music is the type of music that you listen to while you shopping at Target. Matter of fact, I even did a video on it. Now look at him. And let's not make these excuses because, some of you all will say, well, man, that's like that's a Muslim attire or something like that. Well, first and foremost, I've never seen any attire. I know Muslims personally, and I've never seen them wear anything like that. That's the first thing. And then if you go to the picture and you look at the hashtag, he's hashtagging, the clothing that he's wearing, as well as the glasses that he's wearing. That plain and simple. So this is not a Muslim thing. He is actually wearing a skirt. And if he's not wearing a skirt, let's go there. If he's not wearing a skirt, then look at his boots. And if you don't have a problem with his boots, then look at what the tight pants he got on. And if you don't have a problem with that, look at him as he's posing with his hip out and his kind of like his butt like protruding to the side. You're not going to tell me that picture is not feminine. You all can make all the excuses that you want. See, the thing of it is with me is that I'm not a fanatic. I'm not. In other words, I'm not a fan of these people. And on my video, you're going to get that rawness. And that rawness is, stop believing in people. Because they're going to let you down. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, invest in yourself, because guess what? When you invest and believe in yourself, the outcome will be way more better than believing in a Mos Def or Erykah Badu and all these so-called conscious people that even said that they weren't conscious. Straight up. I used to believe it. I used to believe in your common sense, the Roots, the Erykah Badu, and the Soul Aquarians, when they had their little crew and shit. I used to believe in all of them. I thought that they were gonna, they were the new wave. And they were gonna bring about change. And guess what? None of them brought about change. Common went on to act. And he became Common, just that. Just a regular actor. A regular MC. The Roots wind up joining the Jimmy Fallon show. They got jobs. In other words, that's what I'm saying. And they were all about the money from the get-go. And what people fail to realize is, let me tell you something about the beast. He's going to get you one way or the other. He's going to get you one way or the other. Oh, you're not into hardcore hip-hop? All right, cool. I got something else for you. I got something else for you. So just when you're thinking that conscious rap are these rappers that are talking about being free and on all the rest of that stuff, right? Just when you think that these rappers are all for black people and they all for the upliftment of black people and the freedom of all people. Yeah, right. It's all a hoax. It's all a way to sell records. Ain't nobody sincere about that shit. Nobody cares about us common folks except for us common folks. They all got jobs. They all signed the record labels. They are all paid actors, including Mos Def. Mos Def been acting since they had the Bill Cosby mysteries. Go there if you don't believe me. His name is Dante. Real name is Dante. Or at least that may be his real name, or that may be his Hollywood name. I don't know. But it's Dante Beezy or something like that. B-E-Z-E. So not only is Mos Def a rapper, but he's an actor too. These people work for the system. So when I saw that picture, it didn't move me no way. It didn't. I've been knew he sold out ever since I went to his channel way long before that. But when I went to his channel recently, on Instagram, he was crying for the Palestinians and shit, singing and shit, crying and shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? It's one thing to have some type to be empathetic towards people that don't really have nothing to do with you. And if the shoe was on the other foot, the Palestinians wouldn't really give two fucks about, black people being fucked up in the game. But it's one thing to feel sorry for a person, but you sitting there crying and shit. I mean, it was like 3 lives he did. Crying and shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What? Let me get this right. Like seriously, I know I was born in Brooklyn. I didn't live in Brooklyn all my life. But I do, since I was born there and I did live a certain amount of years, I feel as though I have a word in it. Like, aren't you from Brooklyn, my nigga? Aren't you from Brooklyn? That's crazy to me, though. You know what I'm saying? Nothing shocks me. Nothing shocks me anymore about these people. Nothing. Holly weird. Nothing shocks me. You know what I'm saying? The record industry, nothing shocks me. Nothing amazes me. And neither should it shock you or amaze you. Because they all work for the beast. And this is the reason why I don't mind driving my little car, my little SUV. I don't mind putting on the same toboggan or Scully, whatever you want to call it. I don't mind shopping at Old Navy and Hollister. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind wearing clothes off of the discount rack, whether they're online or in the store. I don't mind living in the house that I live in. Having to save a little, you know what I'm saying? Up for a trip, you know what I'm saying? Or to do certain things, because it seems as though, seriously, it seems as though when you start making money, shit start getting funny. And that's real talk. And when it boils down to that, I'll be broke as a motherfucker for the rest of my life. I don't want to know what it's like to have money. Because it seems as though when you have money, especially when you're a man, they make sure that they dehumanize you. They infeminize you, dehumanize you, and all the rest of that shit. Nah. That's okay. That's okay. Ain't nothing more valuable on this planet than my manhood. That's real talk. And it seems as though that people's man's manhood can be bought. It's no coincidence this man Mos Def that is, he started talking about Drake, and next thing you know, 3, 4, 5 days later, a week later, this motherfucker wearing a dress. You might as well had, seriously, Mos Def, before you walked out the house, you might as well have kept the strings on your fucking back and your arms and shit, because we all know that you a puppet. We all know that. We can see it thick and through. Real talk. That's the reason why I say what I say. Now it makes sense to you also. You know what I'm saying? When I say shit like, I'm not trying to be no YouTuber, no famous YouTuber. I just reached like 8,000 subscribers a couple of days ago. You thought I celebrated for the shit? I don't give a fuck. And those are low numbers. I told you, I'm going to say it again. If I ever get to 50 to 100,000 subscribers, it's something I'm doing wrong. Keep my shit at a minimum. But yeah, man, I don't want to be no famous YouTuber. I don't want to be no famous YouTube personality or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You won't see me on no commercials or none of that shit. I'm not trying. In other words, what I'm saying is I'm not trying to make this shit out of a career. That plain and simple. That plain and simple. Now, if something comes my way and they say, yo, we're going to pay you this amount of money. And it's a thing where I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, sacrifice my manhood, wear a dress or, you know, a skirt or some shit like that, put makeup on or whatever, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And they just want me to be on a platform and be who and what I am, and they gonna pay me for it. No doubt I'll do that. But seriously, man, some things in life should be cherished. And one of them, if you're a man, it should be your manhood. Real talk. Man, I'm fighting for my testosterone levels every day. As you get older, your testosterone levels decrease as a man. Real talk. So I'm fighting for my testosterone levels every day. I'm in the gym. I'm eating certain foods. You know, I'm bang, bang, bang. I'm making sure I get my bang, bang, bang in with my lovely woman. I'm doing whatever it takes to keep them testosterone levels up. And some of these motherfuckers are really taking seriously. I mean, their testosterone levels are so fucking bad. Even young dudes, you know what I'm saying? They taking fucking TRT. Fake synthetic shit. But yeah, man, I'm fighting for them testosterone levels to stay up. Because that's a man's Superman. That fucking testosterone, that is what makes a man Superman. While I'm fighting just as well as other real men are fighting to keep those testosterone levels up, there's other motherfuckers walking around here feminine as a fucking motherfucker. Excuse me for all those curse words. You know what I'm saying? But really, don't excuse me. Straight up, because I'm a man. I ain't making no excuses. And neither am I apologizing. Because I don't have to. I do what I want to do. And don't nobody control me. It's obvious someone's controlling Mos Def. Straight up. That's most definitely. This man is wearing a skirt. And you all purists when it comes to hip hop, you know what I'm saying? You can't deny it. You can make all the excuses in the world. When I did videos about Erykah Badu and how she done lost her fucking mind, y'all made all excuses in the world for her. When she was in that video with those white guys, and she was and her fucking sister. Her sister was butt naked, exposing her titties everywhere and all of that. And Erykah Badu was in it too. They had fucking paint coming down their face and shit like as if it was sperm. That shit was totally disgusting. They had red paint coming down if it was blood. It was straight up demonic. And y'all made all the excuses in the world for her with that. When Erykah Badu and her fucking daughter had their asses out, y'all made excuses for that. But let one of these pop artists that's black do some shit. Oh, she part of Illuminati and this, that, and so forth. But y'all make excuses for people that you like. And it shouldn't be that way. If you're gonna put one artist on the chopping block, put them all on up there, for real. Straight up. Now, watch this. I got black on both sides of Mos Def's first album. Am I gonna stop playing that? Because he wore a dress? No, but you want to know why? Because I separate the artist from the real man. As a person, I don't like what he did. But I don't even know him, and neither do I care to fucking know him. But I like him as an artist. So I'm gonna listen to the black on both sides shit. But for the most part, he don't get my support like now. I don't know what the fuck he gonna come out with now. And I know what y'all gonna say. This is another thing that people bring up too. They bring up the past about how hip hop, what motherfuckers used to look like. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, the Zulu Nation and the Furious Five and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Dressing like really like drag queens and shit. And listen, I wasn't part of that. I didn't come when hip hop was like that. That wasn't my genre. That wasn't my era in hip hop. Straight up. When I started listening to hip hop, I was like really like Kool Moe Dee. I was still young. Kool Moe Dee, Run DMC, Houdini, all of that. And really, when I started really getting into hip hop, niggas in hip hop was wearing tin boots, baggy pants, motherfuckers was looking like DOS Effects, you know what I'm saying? Red Man, Method Man, the list goes on. We wasn't into that feminine shit. And that's real. Now, you may try to get me, you know what I'm saying? When somebody may say, well, you wasn't with the native tongues. I fuck with them. I fuck with your De La Soul and Tribe Called Quest and leaders of the new school and all of that. But let me tell you something about, first and foremost, De La Soul off the rip, I've met them. I've literally met them. Like, yo, seriously, this is my word. They used to talk a lot of shit about De La Soul, you know, the Daisy age, and they used to be on daisies and shit, like kind of like it was some weird shit, you know what I'm saying? Not gay shit, it was just like weird back in the days, you know what I'm saying? But they was on some daisy shit. But let me tell you something, they were known for fucking people up. Like, they were known for beating niggas up. Like, you pop that shit in the they were known for fucking people up. Tribe Called Quest, you know what I'm saying? I like them for their beats. And you can't deny Fife. And they, in the very beginning, they were wearing like, they wasn't even wearing no weird shit. They was wearing like fucking the dashikis and stuff like that. But back then it was kind of weird. Now, leaders of the new school, they had their own, you know, trend and shit like that. Like, they weren't, none of them were on some gay shit. So miss me with that. Miss me with that. Wasn't nobody wearing no fucking dresses. None of that. And Mos Def came around in the early 2000s. He wasn't even in the golden era. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I wasn't even a Mos Def fan when he came out. One of my peeps, he put me on to him. He bought the album for me. He was like, yo, you need to peep out this dude Mos Def and Talib Kweli. And when they came out with the Black Star album, Talib Kweli and Mos Def, the only song that I really fuck with is the first and the last verse. That shit. Some live like people. And I don't know. I forgot how it went, but I know that's the only fucking song that I really. And then I like the other shit. Brown skin lady, where you be? I like the way you walk when you're so combined. Something. And when Mos Def came out with his album, his shit was hot. But at that time, I really wasn't fucking with the singing shit. So I was like, why the motherfucker always singing? But that's neither here or there, man. At the end of the day, man, we talking about a motherfucker wearing a skirt. And nobody gets a pass for that. No one, not even Mos Def himself. Shit. Man, let me tell you something, man. What if I get on this motherfucker, if you ever see me do a video and I got a skirt on, or I got like a pink hat on or some shit like that, yo, get at me. Get at me. Like, yo, man, I ain't fucking with you, man. You wearing skirts and pink hats and shit like that. I thought you was a man. We gotta start holding these people accountable no matter what. And young people out there, don't be scared or afraid to be on some shit like, yo, man, that you know how you call us, that or old head or whatever the fuck. Yo, that shit is wrong. Straight up. Straight up. It ain't nothing cool about that shit. And this motherfucker got supporters. He got people that look up to him. And this is the reason why I say what I say. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to end this video, but I'm gonna end it with this. Like, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You keep on believing in these motherfucking people that don't have your best interests, and they work. They're workers. They're worker bees. They're signed to a label. They're actors. They gotta do what they're told. Straight up, believe in yourself. It's okay to listen to their music if you be a fan of their music, but not a fan of that person. Your expectations are too high for human beings. That's real talk. Instead of setting those expectations high for your entertainers, set them shits high for yourself. That's what I'm campaigning in 2024. Believe in yourself. Straight up, I look in the mirror every day and I say I believe in me. So a Mos Def wearing a dress, Nas wearing a dress, I'm not saying he's wearing one. I'm saying if he were to come out and wear one, or any of these motherfuckers outside of a Mos Def wear a dress, it wouldn't surprise me, man. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't move me. It wouldn't bother me whatsoever. We got more pressing matters to attend to other than talking about Mos Def wearing a fucking dress. That man gonna do what he wanna fucking do. Let him be. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? You need to focus on you. Focus on your life. And if you have a family, focus on that family. Because I'm telling you, when you get up out of bed, you gotta ask yourself, me thinking about Mos Def wearing a dress, how is it gonna pay off? Like, is it gonna get me money? Straight up. Am I gonna be able to live in a bigger house, a bigger car, drive a bigger car, have money in my pocket, have nice clothes, go to fancy restaurants and shit? How is Mos Def wearing a dress going to step my game up? Unless you want to wear a dress. Unless you're inspired by Mos Def to wear a dress. Then I guess it'll make you want to step your game up in the fashion world. Because he's part of the fashion world too. So he's not only an actor, a rapper, but he's in the fashion world. So you have to expect that from motherfuckers like him. And he probably think that's drip. He probably think that shit is hot. He might have not even picked it out. He might have had to wear it. Like, aside from the whole Illuminati and all that shit. Aside from that. Like, he might have signed some type of deal where he has to wear certain clothes and shit like that. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I know I'm not going to dig deep to find out. Some of y'all motherfuckers will. And I don't understand that. You don't dig deep when it comes to your health. You don't dig deep when it comes to you researching information and knowledge to improve and better your life. But when it comes to your entertainers, y'all want to dig deep. Which makes no sense to me. We're living in some very odd times. Where we don't hold any value to ourselves. And it's crazy. Shit is getting crazier. Damn Apple goggles coming out. Well, they ain't coming out. They already out. And shit is like $3,500. People going ape shit on that. Yeah, I seen on the internet, motherfuckers are walking around with them shits. Walking around doing this. This is where we going. Augmented reality. Motherfuckers don't want to see with their eyes. They don't want to see the real world anymore. They just want to see a virtual one. They want to experience a virtual reality. Yeah, man. I'm one of the last real ones. Because when I tell you I'm done, straight up, you ain't gonna ever see me again. I keep on saying this. Real talk. I'll say this. I'm not giving a date or a time. This is my last year, though. This is it. 2024 will be my last year. You will not see me in 2025. I'm not going to delete the channel, but I'm definitely not going to be doing any new videos, and I'm not doing any reruns either. I'm just going to be like, I'm out, and when I'm out, that's it. Motherfuckers ain't going to get me, because I know where this leads to. I know that road. I see it. I see it. And I'd rather be a broke-ass motherfucker with a raggedy beard and dreads. You know how y'all like joke on my dreads and shit. Big nose. Hold on. I hope I ain't had no boogers up my nose. I don't give a fuck. You're what? Straight up. I just know that I'm comfortable in the skin that I'm in. And I could wake up and my daughters and my sons, they can see that I'm a man. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine what Mos Def's children are saying? Or Mos Def's children's friends are saying to them? Like, damn, man, your daddy wearing a dress. Yo, sometimes, seriously, you gotta be conscious about what you're doing. Not just for you, but for the people that you love. And that the people that love you. Because, see, certain things just don't affect you. They affect people that's in your circle. I would think that Mos Def would be far more smarter than that. As to not put himself in a pickle. Such as wearing a dress, having to wear a dress. And if it was voluntary, questionable. What I mean by questionable, or rather, should I say it this way, is its masculinity is at hand. You're gonna have to start asking certain questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mos Def, how many times you took a visit down to Atlanta? Zesty Def. I'm out.